Hi, my name is Travis, and welcome to Eagle Fire Forge. Welcome to my workshop. I'm just now getting the fire going, and it's been a hot minute since I've actually been able to do some forging. I'm glad that you could be here today to join me. I'm planning on making a simple S-hook. Nothing too complicated and nothing too fancy. I'm just using some metal I have here around the shop. It's round stock, so I'll have to square it up. Draw it out two sides to a taper, and then put little bends on them and bend them into that S-hook shape. And it's a pretty straightforward. Then I'll put a twist in the middle. Pretty straightforward project, and it'll be a good time for me to be able to get back at it. And man, it'll feel real good to get back to working this metal. Over the last, several months, I really have been just real busy, just unmotivated to do anything other than just anything creative other than just playing Minecraft. So, but now I'm back at it with my good trusty hammer, and the shop is open. So, you know, a lot of things have gotten in the way of my forging, between work, kids, depression, ADHD, family stuff. Just, you know, there's been all sorts of excuses. And I am determined to get back at it and do the things that I enjoy, the things that I'm passionate about, things that I really enjoy doing, the things that make life worth living. I have a goal on August 30th and 31st. There will be an artisans market in Angleton, Texas, and at the Brazoria County Fairgrounds. So I'm really hoping that I'll be fired up to get stuff made and actually participate in that market. Unfortunately, it's $200 to purchase a booth space, and so my first goal is to make up some stuff, see if I can't sell it, and maybe earn the $200 in order to be able to put my throw my hat in the ring. And then once I've made that goal, and once I've paid the fee, as long as I don't remember when the registration ends, I do need to look at that, but hopefully I can get that raised in time before the registration ends. And then once I know that I'm fully invested here, and hopefully I can keep this from getting me distracted and keeping me from doing that with which I really want to do, and I can maybe actually take Eagle Fire Forge out on the road, out there, and maybe make some decent money. Who knows, right? If I sell one thing at that market, that'll be fantastic. Though I would like to be able to make back the investment fund. That would be great. So, anywho, let's go ahead and get this going. All right, man, it's been way too long. All right, here we go. So I'm just squaring up the stock. Like I said earlier, it's a round stock, and it needs to get squared up. Ideally, I'll be able to do this really fast, quick and easy. It's been a while, so it might actually take me a lot longer than I'm hoping for. I've given myself about 2 hours tonight in order to actually forge some stuff. So we'll see how that 2 hours goes, and see how many S-hooks I can actually get made. So a lot of it's going to depend on how well my hammering is, how efficient it is, and how much I can get done in one heat. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, no, life is, overall life is good. You know, I have no major complaints on my day-to-day life. I'm glad I get to spend the time with my kids. All right, here we go. We're gonna hit at the area that's not as hot and work our way down to the hotter part. Go back. And we're straightening it up a little bit. There we go. And we're going to pop it back in. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. I'm going to go ahead and get that first taper going now. And get ready to cut off the next section, taper it. And then, you know, I think I'm just going to make the one, make it all complete, and then go on and start making multiples. My game plan for making multiples is that I will forge out the length I need, taper the both ends, set it to the side. Take the next section, forge out the length and taper, make sure they're lined up, and then do the next one. Do all of that process, and then do the next process, and just kind of, in a sense, assembly line process. But for this one, since it's been a while, I'm just going to focus on the one and see how that one goes. Here we go. Alright, well, unfortunately I wasn't able to get it quite to the point that I want in that one heat. So I'm going to have to refine my process. But hopefully, after a while, I'll be able to get a good knack for it. Back at it. So I am going to try to document this journey, this process of mine, and which means I'm going to have to learn video editing. Fun. So, yeah, I'm going to have to learn a few things, and so I can put up, market myself, and actually be able to share what I'm doing, right? As I've mentioned before in the past, I love sharing what I'm doing. I love for people to be a part of my life. I'm an open book. I love for people to read my life, and for those who want to. And so hopefully, this is the beginning of a new era and a better process, a new way forward for me. There we go. All right, that looks good. I'm going to bring this over the horn. It out, cleaning it up, not putting a lot of force in those blows, just wanting to clean it up a bit, make it look a little nicer. All right, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to work on this area right here. You see here on the edge of the anvil. I'm going to start reverse tapering down, and then I'm going to take my chisel, pop it here in the hardy hole, and use that to cut it. So hopefully then I'll have two sides that look just right and ready for making that hook process. So let me pop this back in here and arrange my fire. It's a lovely day today. You know, today got to spend time with my kiddos, and I set up a trampoline for them at their mom's house. That took me 3 hours to put together. If I'd had someone else helping, I'm sure we could have knocked it out in like an hour and a half, maybe even an hour. But yeah, that was quite a process, but they were happy, and they got to spend a lot of time jumping on that and having a good old time. But I was able to be outside for a while before actually busting out in the forge. Yeah, I really didn't watch anything or listen to anything while I worked on the trampoline. I was just outside enjoying the birds, enjoying the neighborhood sounds, and soaking up what sun was coming through on this overcast day. And that was it was really nice, and I think that kind of helped me and helped my motivation and drive to be out here to actually do this. So I was quite happy about that. All right, so now we're going to go ahead. Remember, I should probably, there we go, work the near side of the anvil. Straighten it up. Okay, well, alright. Actually, I'm going to do this. Bend it a little bit so I can get that angle, that angle right here, right in the hottest part of the fire. Alright, there we go. And then I can work that part. Come on. I might decide to eventually forge me a wider fire rake. So I can grab some of this lump charcoal easier. But yeah. Alright, here we go. That's for a future time. I certainly hope that you are doing well, and I hope that life isn't too terribly difficult for you right now. If it is real difficult and you're going through some hard stuff, just know that eventually it will get better. I know it sucks right now, and I am sorry that you're going through a hard time. Those times in our lives are really difficult, and it's kind of hard to remember that, yeah, eventually we'll get through it, and we'll be better for it. You know, it all depends on how you frame that, right? If you're having a great time and life is going good for you, I am so happy for you. And I share in that joy of your life, and I certainly hope things continue that direction. So, like I said, right now I have no major complaints about life in general. Finances, that's always difficult, right? That's an ever-present struggle. However, I've begun to shift my mind, deliberately so, to say that, you know what, I have what it takes to get things paid for, to get things taken care of, and I will find a way, instead of wondering, how on earth am I going to do this? So that has helped my mindset, which is nice. All right, here we go. That's a little too. That's a bit much. Let's see if I can't figure this out. Oh no. There we go. Oh, that's not pretty. All right, well, it is what it is. So, I'll make it. I'll get it working once I sever these two parts here. I don't know how well you can make that out on your end, but I have a taper kind of going this way, a little bit of a taper going that way. Not exactly what I'm wanting. However, I'll make do. You know, it's a thing in life, really, is doesn't always go the way that you want it to go. And oftentimes, oh, there it goes. You have to kind of make do with what you have, right? All right. Let me get that there. Come here. I also want to pick up some better tongs, ones that I can just pick things up from the floor easy. So, will this be there? This. Okay, I want the other side. Come here. Alright. Yeah. So, there we go. Okay, so I got that end in the fire. Alright. Okay. I'm tempted to start working this other piece of metal, but I'm going to set it off to the side here. Quench it so I don't wind up burning myself. Now we're going to set this to the side. There we go. Oh, while I'm thinking about it, I get this. I use this to kind of adjust my adjustable wrench here. Oh, no, other way. Yeah, there we go. And check my vise. There we go. Alright. Okay. I'm going to set this right here. Stay. And then, yeah, we'll use these later. Alright, let's get this fire going back up. So I try to be conscientious of the next steps that I need to do in hopes that then I will be able to quickly do all the things I need to do when I need to do them. So we'll see how that works out. I've got all that set up for when I want to do my twist. And I'm telling myself now, I'm just going to do a simple twist. Nothing complicated. No reverse twist. Nothing fancy. We just want to do something nice, quick, simple, easy. Just to get something made, right? So here we go. And I don't know if I'm actually going to edit this video down. I might just post it as is and call it good. And then maybe forge and, or not forge, record and document the process of all my other items. Here we go. All right. Actually, I'm going to draw this out. Here we go. Well, we got it kind of fat in the middle, so I'm going to try to draw that out a little bit more. And I don't know about that tip there, but we'll see. I'm going to move this out of the way. I did forget to do that. I kind of felt it distracted me a little bit. I was a little worried about hitting it with my hammer hand, so we don't want to do that. All right. You know, if you are going through difficult times, whatever those difficulties may be, I encourage you to reach out to people that you know you can trust and who are going to be there for you. I don't know why it's so difficult to ask for help. I often struggle myself, so I'm kind of talking to myself there too. However, it's okay to ask for help. It really is. Too often we're sold the lie that we should pull ourselves up by our own bootstraps, and that, you know, the self-made man is the way to go. And no, we need community. We need people around us, a good group of people around us to help us, to uplift us, build us up, to strengthen us. And it's okay to ask for help. All right. Let me look at this. No, don't you fall. Alright. So I got just a little bit here and just off center that I'm going to heat up. Heat that part up, and we're going to spread it out just a little bit more. Shouldn't take too much longer, and then I think I'll have it ready for the next step of the project. One thing I do look forward to is when I am able to be in a position to help other people. I love being able to help other people. When I was a postman, you know, it gave me such joy knowing I was helping out my community, knowing that I was a positive impact in someone's day. And I miss that. I miss being able to help other people, and so I look forward to getting myself back into the position where I can actually be there for others. All right, here we go. Okay. There we go. We're going to straighten this out just a little bit. Here, grab it. Thank you. No. There we go. Okay. All right. I'm happy with that. Like I said, it didn't take much. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put little curls on the ends of our bar here. I'm probably going to taper that just a little bit more so that way it matches up with this side, and then we're going to curl it, and yeah, there we go. One thing I have to remember, I'll curl it one way on one end, the other way on the other. But then I also have to remember that when I bend it, that bend is going to be different than the way I curled it. And that's where I sometimes get messed up on. And yeah. Tell you what, this fire is being real nice today. There we go. Let's go ahead. No, don't let go. Pulled it out of the fire a little too soon. Got a little too impatient. That's okay. I'm just real excited, you know. I'm so happy to be back here doing something that I enjoy. There's magic in the fire. And it's just so wonderful. Brightness of the embers, flames. Truly is a great place to be. Alright, I think I got it there. Alright, here we go. Great thing about this, it doesn't really matter what side I do right off like that. There we go. That's me. All right. Now, to do the next side. This is where it's going to be a little tricky for me. All right. Okay, let me go ahead and heat this up. My fire is still good and hot, which is nice. You know, I'm thinking, you know, it'd be kind of nice while I'm doing this, that some type of foot pedal I can kind of keep that going, and so it remains at a steady temperature. Now, of course, another great thing is when my kids are out here and they want to help, you know, something simple for them to do, just turn this. You know, it doesn't need to be turned very hard, very long. All right, to keep it at temperature. All right, come here. All right. Oh, okay. So, yes. Okay. That's pointing that way. So this needs to come this way. Okay, here we go. Running out of time. Come on. That's all right. Let's not panic. Okay. Now, did I do it right? Yes. That was good. Stay there. All right. Now, I need to put the big twists and to give it the S shape. Come here. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see that so far. That's what I got. So here we go. All right. Pop it in. This one side. There. Oh yeah, there we go. It's going good. I do want to get a better camera setup. Maybe figure out what might be a good angle. If I had a person who was able to film and come around to the different angles, that'd be great too. I'm going to make do with what I got. I'm certainly also hoping the audio is coming out well. Last time I tried filming on my phone, I think it was a different phone, and the audio was just all kinds of out of whack. So here's to hoping that the audio is good. We'll find out once I'm done, right? It's always something. I'll punch that in. There we go. Now, come over here. Actually, let me use the printer. It's been too long. All right, come on. Come here. Dang nabbit. There we go. All right. Pop it back in the fire. That was great. That should have been all one nice fluid motion or whatever, but it's all right. It's been a while. And that's something too, you know, so often that we think we got to be perfect. We got to do it right the first time and succeed right away and to not fail at all. And it's easy to let that get in your head, and it's easy to make yourself think that, oh, gee, yeah, I'm not perfect. I'm not going to be able to do it perfect, so therefore I shouldn't do it. But don't let that fool you. Life's not about being perfect. Alright, I'm going to have to use this to straighten this out, because it bent a little wonky on me, which wasn't good. Alright, now maybe I can still... Alright, I'll use that. I'm losing heat. It also helps if you can hold on to the daggum thing. Alright, well... I'm not really trying to work it too much right now. I'm trying to straighten it out. It kind of bent wonky. So I'm giving myself a little more work to do than what I should have done. So that's alright. That's alright. Just keep moving forward with the process. There we go. Make sure I have a good heat. I also don't want to wind up oh, that's too much. That's all right. Well, I don't know what exactly I'm doing. It's making it do what it's doing. I've got another idea. I want to get a nice little bend to it, but all I got right now is more like a J instead of a nice little, C looking curve. So what I think I'm going to try to do is heat it up and then just grab it, and maybe I can bend it just so, and maybe that will work. So back into the fire we go. And hopefully after this, the other end will go a bit smoother. Now here, some scrolling tongs would be really helpful. I don't have those yet. Now eventually what I may do is just grab some pliers and sand off that, or file off the rough grip part that it has, so that it doesn't leave any indentations on the metal. Just that little part there. Come on. Oh, that's much better. Oh yeah, I like that. All right, well, so there we go. We got that nice bend that I'm happy with. So now, when I bend this, I have to make sure to go the opposite way. And I may just go ahead and go straight to these. We'll see how well that does the trick. All right, so I'm gonna pop this back in, and we're gonna get it to heat up. And it's really easy to want to, like, rush it and try to, make the fire get as hot as possible, as fast as possible. But then I run the risk of burning the metal. And patience is definitely very handy, especially right now, because, I got to make sure I got it hot enough, but yet not too hot. All right, there we go. All right, got that. Ooh. Take this. Just gonna go ahead and bend it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's all right. We'll get it. That was a decent start. There we go. Okay. I might need to adjust that just a little bit. Let's see if I hit it here. First, you gotta have a good grip. Can't grip it, can't work it. And, oh, no, you don't. Alright, so then I'm gonna take this side, tamp it down just a little bit. Alright. Okay. So here we have that S shape. I'm gonna tweak this just a little bit, and then I'm gonna put it over here on the vise. We're gonna twist it, and then we're gonna call it good, as long as I don't drop it. All right, there we go. So let me heat that little bit up. I'm putting the whole hook in there. Get the whole thing good and heated. Easy to get into a good rhythm. Get hypnotized by the blower and the fire. There we go. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and pop it back in. I'm going to get ready to put that that middle twist that I'm wanting to do. this right like that. Take this. And we need to make sure. Oh, come on. Come on, come on, come on. More quick. All the way around to the back on point. All right. Now, just got to straighten it up a little bit. I'll use these. Oh, no, I can't do that with that. Need a wood mallet. All right, let's get some of the scale off of it. Let's clean it up here just a little bit. Oh, yeah. Okay, I can already see a few tweaks I might have to make to this hook. So we clean it up here. But there we go. Put it in the quenching bucket. And now we have our little S-hook. Well, thanks for being here at the forge with me. I really appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Till then, take care. I'll see you next time.